Okay, we're going to do some toe waving. Your toes should be able to move independently of each other and independently of the rest of your foot. So we're going to start with some big toe lifts. You're going to keep all four toes down, the little toes, and just lift your big toe. Do one foot at a time. You can try with the other foot. Now, I'm not very good at these. It takes me a little bit of concentration to actually make it happen. If you're finding that you can't get your toe to lift up without the other toes coming along, hold those toes down, lift your toe up, and then let go of just the big toe and just ask it to stay lifted, and then lower it down. See then if you can actually have created the nervous signal to your toe by helping out. If not, repeat that. Hold the toe up with your fingers, try and think of holding the toe there, and then let go. Once you've done some big toe lifts, you can be lifting the toes sequentially. Now, I haven't really mastered this one myself. We're going to give it a go. Lift up the big toe, and then try and lift up the next toes one at a time. Once you've got them all lifted, spread them wide, and then put them down from the baby toe through to the big toe one at a time. Let's try it on the other foot. Maybe you'll see with a slightly different angle. So lift the big toe, and then try and lift up. You can see all mine come together. Then spread the toes wide. See, mine don't come very wide either. And then try and put them down. So I'm a little better on that side with the sequential putting down. So that's a good thing to do a few times. So you can see I don't have that mobility in my toes. I've only started working on trying to get good mobility through my toes quite recently. Let's give it a go on each side one more time. So lift the big toe on one foot, and then try and lift the other toes sequentially. Once they're all lifted, spread them as wide as you can away from each other, the way you would spread out your fingers. And then start at the baby toe and put them down one toe at a time, working through to the big toe. Let's try on the other foot. Lift up the big toe first, and then one at a time. Once you're lifted, spread them wide, and then put them down, starting with the baby toe and working through to the big toe. Another good exercise if you've got bunions. You can see I've got a little bit of one here, but it hasn't progressed for quite some time, so I'm hoping to keep it that way and I don't have any pain. Bunions can cause a lot of pain. If you've got the beginnings of a bunion, it's a good idea to be stretching the big toe by pulling it out and trying to get it in line or even beyond the line of your foot, because there's muscles that run on the inside of the foot that are in the middle of the foot that pull the toe in towards the middle, and they have overwhelmed the muscle that keeps the toe in a straight line. So do a few stretches like that where you're pulling the big toe away from the other toes. Again, something you can do when you're watching TV. And then you're going to try and activate and strengthen that muscle that is the one that holds the toe in the correct alignment. So rest your fingers just on the inside edge of your foot, and that's just so you'll be able to see the muscle work, feel the muscle working. And now try and bring the big toe away from the other toes. You may not see much movement. You don't see much movement on me, but I feel that muscle working here on my foot. Try not to make it that the toe is coming up to do that, because part of a bunion can be the toe lifting up as well and not staying in a nice arrangement along the floor. So keep the toe on the floor as you drag it sideways. If you can't make anything happen, hold the toe, bring it across, and then try and activate the muscles on the side of your foot to hold it there. So you can start by helping the toe a little bit, and then work your way up to actually moving the toe. See, I'm better on this side where I don't have the bunion, so I need to practice this side more. These toe exercises are something you can do every day. Our poor feet are so neglected.